right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Wolf's Den. My name is Damien Wolf. Can you guys hear me? Seeing some people in the chat right now. I know it's not our usual time, but I'm hope you guys are still there. And for those watching the recording, good day to you. All right, so where's my music? Here you go. We gotta open it. There we go. Okay. All right, so today is gonna be a very special day. We will be interviewing actually a personal Splinterlands hero of mine. His name is Dwayne Cunningham, guys. All right, so we know we've already had Luke, we've already had Bulldog, but those of you who are doing their research on YouTube for Splinterlands, you know who this guy is, right? He talks everything about earning in Splinterlands, all those nitty details that you'd like to know about. He is the guy to go to. He is my go-to guy, actually. All right, that doesn't sound right, but anyway, we're gonna have him right now. Dwayne, are you there?
Hey, Wolf, thanks for having me out tonight.
Super awesome. I know this is something that you're probably not used to because the last time you had some collaborations, you guys were on you're in cam, right? So I think were you in cam with Luke? Yeah, I think you guys did Splinter Talks and whatever. And we got some people here in the chat. Let me read it up. We got John Kenneth saying Dwayne the Whale. you answered Baby Beluga. Rand Almoida, here's a fan. He knows he knows what to call you. He calls you 12, right? That's how you're called in YouTube. And we're gonna be asking a little more about that. So, okay, so. I know I've probably given an introduction or whatever, but Dwayne, I want you to do an introduction of yourself. There might be a 1% chance that there's some Filipino fans who don't know about you yet. So and my only request is if you can start it like one of your videos, which I always love that line where you say something like, it's how Splinterlands will change your life. So if I can make that personal request, please do it for me, Dwayne. Go ahead.
Sure, guys. Yeah. Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today we're gonna hang out with Wolf and we're gonna have a great conversation about everything Splinterlands. This game is amazing, and as you know, if you're not new to my channel, you'll know that this game has changed my life, and I believe that it can change yours too. That's why I'm excited and passionate about this thing. And the beautiful thing about Splinterlands and NFT gaming is that the trivial rewards that accumulate over a long period of time can be meaningful as they become as they appreciate with time, and so that time and attention you're investing is just being rewarded in this seemingly trivial way at first, but it grows and grows. So guys, I take it seriously, and I'm excited to talk about all of that with Wolf tonight, and thank you for having me on, my dude.
Super awesome, guys. It's the flip side time zone for Dwayne here. Okay, so I know he's probably a little bit sleepy, so let's make sure he's comfortable in the chat, right? And let's make sure we give him some Filipino hospitality, welcome him. But we're already seeing a lot of fans in the chat here. Janelle Pableta, let me read up a few things here, Dwayne, if it's okay. I'm one of subs of 12 is Christian, time and attention. Janelle says, hello, my favorite YouTube Splinterlands creator. You and me both, Janelle. We have Apollo Osborne. James Vicente, can I have a pack joke? No, don't worry, James. We're gonna give away packs today, guys. Okay. So I'm gonna give away packs myself, but Dwayne says he wants to give away some too. And you know me, of course. When I give away packs, it comes with some gold cards and whatever. So just stay on the stream. Make sure you ask questions. Hang out with us. Let's have a cool vibe as we always do, even though it's not our usual time zone. So I know some of you guys might be just watching this in the recording. So hi to you guys. All right, so let's start with the interview proper. All right. Welcome, Dwayne, Filipino Hospital. Okay, thank you, Christian. Whale in the house. This is not just a whale, guys. It's like a blue whale here. So all right, so let's get on with it. And the first question I'm going to be asking is something you mentioned earlier, and it might not be something that the fans know about you, but let us ask why. First, why time and attention, and second, I know that you're called 12, and that might have something to do with your in-game name or your online name, but maybe there is something to it. If it's not, if there is, let us know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, time and attention is the idea. That's the phrase that we use, and that's one of the things that really stuck with from my channel, like as we began really blowing up last summer in 2021, and And I think it's resonated with people because, first of all, I think it points to something that's actually happening here within blockchain gaming broadly, but specifically within Splinterlands. And so, what do I mean? I mean that your time and your attention is actually worth something, and people know this. I think intuitively, but we don't necessarily understand that knowledge. So, like, you walk around every day, for instance, using your smartphone, and it tracks different things. Like, when you log into Facebook, for instance, it's tracking where are you and where did you check in. All of that stuff is data. Splinterland or Facebook understands that that's worth something. They're tracking what you're doing because they mean to monetize that. There's a certain degree of your efforts that is being that data is being captured and then monetized. Well, Splinterlands and NFT gaming broadly understands that also, and so does blockchain blogging like Hive and Splinter Talk. This idea that when you're committing a certain amount of your time to create something in this space that can generate revenue for them being Hive or Splinterlands or Axie or whatever game you're thinking about that is your favorite, they want you enjoying that site. They want you creating content for that site. And how can they do that? They can incentivize you. They can actually share that profit with you, like YouTube does. The YouTube revenue shares with its content creators. Hive does something similar. Splinterlands is doing the same thing, and we might not recognize that necessarily, but every time they give us a card, every time they give us 1DC or some credits, every time they give us a Chaos Legion pack or whatever they might reward us with, these are rewards that are supposed to incentivize and encourage you spending your time and attention here. And so blockchain made me realize this like probably 4 years ago now, where for the first time in my life, I started to understand that what I was doing in my day on my phone was actually spending my time and attention. And there were certain ways that you could access part of that revenue, that value. Things like Brave browser, which I use regularly. Splinterlands is one I discovered and love. And the magic to it is that it isn't some sort of get rich quick. People think, oh, well, I would want some sort of significant reward. But the beauty actually is that it's really quite trivial in nature at first. Like what do you get? A 3-cent Pellicor mercenary for a reward? Who cares, you might say, but it's not worth 3 cents. It's actually, that's the price today, but the value is bigger than that. And so that's where I really, that phrase grabbed me, and that's why I dove deep into Splinterlands and broadly into anything that was giving me that sort of reward, like Brave Browser.
And then you have a term for that. I mean, there was a video. I always watch your videos, but there's a term. I think you called it depreciating assets. I mean, if that's the correct term.
I call them deflationary assets.
Deflationary assets. There you go.
Because they're always shrinking in number. Not everybody knows this, but every single monster card that we get in this game is limited in number to begin with. There's only so many, but then not only is there only so many, but they're actually a reducing supply every single day forever, because when they have a level 1 magma troll and they want to get a level 10, well, they need to put several copies together, 400 copies together.
Right.
And so they can never be subdivided again. They will forever be linked, and that means that you never will have 399 copies that can never be seen again.
Right.
And that means, so you have reduced supply at the same time as you always have this growing demand for the player base, this increasing demand. That is deflation. That is deflationary in nature, and that is a recipe for price appreciation.
I can't. I'm still starstruck, talking to you right now. It's like watching one of your videos. Okay, there is a very cool question here from Richie. Richie is one of the whales down here in the Philippines, but he did have a question for you, Dwayne. Thoughts on pack arbitrage, given we are 1 million away from legendary summoners. He has 2.5 packs bought, airdrop, opening, and selling on market, but concerned that the next 1 million is going to be insanely long with card prices dipping. So does he stay the course? I guess that's his question. I hope I said that right.
That's a very interesting conversation, and I think There are several components there. The first, maybe the biggest one that I think it deserves really grabbing first is the idea that well, and not everybody will know this, but we just sold our 8th million pack of Chaos Legion, and there's 15 million total. And that every million interval, they're going to release a new airdrop. And so we're right now, I'm looking at the page myself, we're at 8,010,786 sold.
Yep.
So we're almost a full million away from the next airdrop. And there's a lack of excitement usually during that middle period where you aren't anywhere near an airdrop.
Right.
It's like some sort of tension and excitement and eagerness and FOMO kicks in toward the end of that interval. But right now, I think he's probably correct in the general implication or assumption that there's probably going to be some lag and there's going to be some delay. And then he seems to be implying or, inquiring, what will that mean for Chaos Legion card prices? And then what, and the investment, the logical argument for choosing to buy Chaos Legion packs now. And I think there's a lot of, I give a lot of weight to what he's saying.
Right.
For one thing, we just saw the 8th, was it the 8th airdrop that came out? I guess so. And so every time another airdrop disappears, the new packs you're buying become less valuable. I hope everybody understands that, because when you bought a pack within the first million, you could have got a Dr. Blight, you could have got, every one of those airdrops so far. But now you can't get any of those ones, except that they can be inside the pack, but that's different. Like when I bought cards within the first million, I not only got the 5 cards inside the pack, but I also got the opportunity to get each one of the following airdrops. And now as we come to 8 million, we've lost something. Every single pack moving forward is actually necessarily less valuable. But here's the kicker. Right. That truth is temporary, because as we get to 15 million packs, when I am of the mind now that that's going to take longer than I originally thought. But as we get there, and we will get there, then these packs, even though there's no airdrops at that moment, they will, I think, necessarily appreciate for the same reason we just talked about with these cards, because there's only so many, and that number is always reducing because people are buying these packs and they're opening them, and then there's always an increasing player base. And for those reasons, I think these $4 packs will one day be $40 packs. It might be 2 years or 3 years or 4 years from now, but again, like I said earlier with the Pellicor Mercenary, the 3-cent card going into something much more, it's like these trivial rewards are meaningful along enough time horizon. That's the key, guys. And if you can really wrap your mind around that, then you can start to build confidence. But I think it's important to also say before we move on, Wolf, people got, if they accept that understanding, I think you're definitely going to need to wrestle with, do I trust these developers? Yes. And do I like this game? If you like this game and you trust the developers, I think this is an amazing opportunity, but you really should wrestle with that first before you start investing in something like this.
Awesome. I mean, you actually answered one of the questions from John Carlos here. How much do you think the Chaos Legion packs would be after 1 to 2 years? Just an estimation. You mentioned that it might even go up to $40, right? I do think so. Right, we've seen this. I mean, back in Untamed, back in the other of course the other expansions before Chaos Legion. We're just because Filipinos. Let's be honest, guys. We probably came in here. Maybe the earliest would be last year, like me. There's a few people who were veterans even before that, but the majority, probably around 80% of the time, probably came here during the bull run, or maybe the latter part of last year, right? Mm-hmm. And they did not. I guess and Chaos Legion is like probably the first expansion that they've encountered by launch. So. Mm-hmm. It's amazing that we can see these lower priced packs and whatever, right? But you'll be surprised how these packs will cost in the future. We've actually have evidence of that on the other expansions, right? I mean,
yeah. We do.
So,
And I think you, like right now, I was just looking at, while you're speaking, I was looking at Hive Engine, which is one of the exchanges that you can buy and sell some of these older packs. Because remember, each one of these packs, when you buy it from Splinterlands, it's an asset that you hold on your wallet, essentially on the blockchain in your name. And you can open that and get 5 cards out of it, or you can hold on to it. And that pack is an NFT in a sense, right?
yes.
It's like an asset that you can trade. And right now, Untamed packs, which originally sold for $2, are now selling for $40 or $36.91 American. And so, there's a lot of, it's maybe not apples to oranges, because to be perfectly fair, there's only 1.5 million Untamed packs, and there are 15 million Chaos Legion packs. So somebody might say to me or to you, that's not a fair comparison. There's way less of those. But here's some of the give and take we need to reconcile with all of it. We need to remember that the player base has grown dramatically. Also, when I used to buy Untamed packs, there was probably 3,000 people playing this game daily. 3,000, and now there's at least. I mean, it's hard to say because bots but I think conservatively we can probably. My number is probably, I think there's about 200,000 like individual people. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's the number I've kind of wrapped my head around. And even if it's only 100,000, like from 3,000 to 100,000 is a huge increase in player base.
Exactly. I mean, especially when especially with the Filipinos coming in. All right, so. Okay, so it's like watching one of your videos. I get speechless because I'm usually watching your videos. All right, let's go a little bit down to earth. Let's get a little bit more personal here,
Sure.
Dwayne. Without going probably too far off, but maybe can you start us off on how you discovered Splinterlands, how you started the Splinterlands in the first place? What happened?
Yeah, so I guess it started with in 2008 in Canada and America, and probably in the Philippines also. You guys experienced that kind of global economic crisis that kind of came out of some of the economic policies, quantitative easing. Like there was fractional. There's a lot of technical terms that I don't know how much your audience is really going to know about, but the banking sector got into some like really messed up stuff, and I was learning about this stuff, and I was like, wow, this is corruption at its core in terms of how our economic system is operating and how it's sustained, and it's not an accident. It's actually like by design. Things like inflation, where they print X amount of money every year and they want to inflate our currency, and your currency, and every currency is doing this. These complicated economic topics grabbed my attention because I saw what was happening in the world, and that actually I dove deep into it, and I really wrapped my mind around. I watched video after video from like different economists. Yeah. And I came to the conclusion that this is not an accident. Like this is literally by design, that they would inflate our economies in this manner, and it by necessity impacts assets that are limited in number. And that first grabbed my attention around gold and silver, but then I quickly understood Bitcoin was part of that too. And then once I got down to the Bitcoin rabbit hole, I discovered Steam, which is the original platform that this game ran on.
Right.
Yes. And so, and then it was really, I tried the game and I just fell in love with it. And that was 3.5 years ago, and I've been playing nearly every single day since, and probably a half an hour to an hour kind of a day. And it started because of all that kind of economic uncertainty, but then it was just grew into this love of this actual game.
And you can feel the love even with you talking right now. There's just a different energy when you talk about Splinterlands. Did you play any similar games before? I mean, I was a Magic the Gathering veteran, so it kind of the card game kind of was easier for me to grasp, so to speak. Did you play any similar games before this?
I played Hearthstone, which of course is in some sense similar. It has its unique differences, of course, but Hearthstone was something I really enjoyed, but it was almost concurrent with this game. So I don't know. I can't remember which I discovered first, but
I was gonna ask that.
yeah.
All
But
right.
this one was giving me rewards, and I was like, and then
Of
one of the
course.
days, or one of the first few weeks or something, maybe it was the first few months, I got a Ruler of the Seas, a gold foil Ruler of
Wow.
the Seas
There we
as a
go.
reward, guys.
Let's
That was a
go.
reward card for free from playing a game I was already enjoying,
Right.
and at the time it was selling for like $100. And I thought I remember I was almost shaking, and it was one of my, I think I did a video on this. It's probably still on my YouTube channel way back when. And I was like, I got a Ruler of the Seas. It's gold foil. I think I'm going to
I know.
sell
I
it.
saw the video.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I think that was one I played that was quite similar.
Cool. Now,
Mm-hmm.
guys, I look. There's the chat is exploding with questions. Now, I'm gonna try to do my best to get to Dwayne for all of them. But remember, this is Dwayne is like, what time is it there? It's around 11:30. Am I correct? Oh, sorry,
No,
9.
it's coming up on
All
9
right,
p.m.
9:30.
Yeah.
So I'll do my best to check out some of the questions here. But for the other questions, Dwayne makes his videos every day. He answers the questions on the streams, so you can also ask those questions there. So let's go ahead with some of the questions here. Well, some of the comments as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne never fails to give the best analysis possible. More power to you, Dwayne. David Carl says, "Things I wish I knew." Part 4. I guess what we were talking about right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Do you think Chaos Legion will sell out in the Splinterland store this year? What do you think?
I do, but I feel I've spoke on this topic before, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to hedge some, like they probably want a yes or a no. But here's the thing about this topic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if certain set of events begin to unfold, then the sale of these Chaos Legion packs will snowball very rapidly.
Yeah.
And one of those kind of precipitating possible considerations or events would be if we are not yet done with with an altcoin bull run. And I believe that the broader cryptocurrency market is not yet done the bull run. I think people think it is. I think people are mostly of the opinion that
done, right?
we're moving into a bear market. I don't believe that. And I point to, there's probably 3 or 4. There's, XRP, Dash, Litecoin, off the top of my head, I can't think of the other ones, but there are several coins that have been here for many, many years that did not this time around exceed their previous all-time highs. I'm of the opinion all of those old coins will exceed their previous all-time highs. Dash is one, XRP is one, Litecoin. I think a Litecoin exceeded it, but I mean like significantly. I don't mean a little bit. And until that happens, in my opinion, this bull market isn't done. And last time there was a bull run in the crypto market, all the altcoins ran, or many of the altcoins ran extremely heavy for a 3-week period after Bitcoin was already dead, including XRP. And so it's my opinion that that's still yet to happen. And I am holding a good number of each of those coins that I mentioned. Bitcoin Cash is another one. What are some other ones? There are lots of them still. If you just go look at some of the old, that's my opinion. And if that's the story that's going to unfold in the coming months, probably, what that might translate into is a lot of rich people that are eager to just kind of reinvest into games like this,
Yes.
including myself, by the way, where if some of those assets really do what I think, I'm going to buy another tract of land and probably, I don't know, a ton of assets in the game. I really believe super strongly in this game. I'm holding a ton of assets. I mean to buy more, but so if that happens, then I think we sell out probably, even, I think that all might happen in the next couple months. And if so, I could see kind of middle, like August of this year. So my target is around kind of late August, September, October is where I would say I actually do think Chaos Legion could sell out this year. But if that story I just described, it doesn't happen, I start to become way more conservative and way less bullish on when these sell out. But I still think they sell out. Maybe it's just not this year. So
happen.
that's my take on that.
Cool. I mean, my personal opinion is that people are actually just waiting for the legendary summoners to drop. I know people are probably saying, okay, go buy those packs. I'm gonna buy them once the legendary summoners are in, and then I think that's when we see, the packs really sold out a lot. Anyway, that's my personal opinion.
Interesting.
Right.
I like that.
Here's something from Janelle. I know you're always asking. Sorry. I know you're always saying this, Dwayne, but I'll ask it again. Anyway, what cards do you think will appreciate the most in the next few years? Newer cards, heal cards, or the new reward cards?
That's a great question, and I do love that topic. I mean, there's so much opportunity, I think, in a game like this, for not just people like me who are talking about buying tracts of land or whatever, but for people like the average viewer who are like, I'm willing to spend maybe $50 or $100, and I like the game and I'm willing to play it. I really believe that's all you need to do. And if you're willing to play it from now till the next bull run, I'm confident you're going to be blown away by what you've built up over there. And partly it's going to be because you spend 20 or $50 on maybe Pelacor Mercenaries. Yes, I think he is one of the most likely to be a real moonshot. But there are, and I guess I do think it's probably the reward cards more than I think it's some of the chaos cards. Not that I don't think the chaos cards will do huge growth, but just the fact that the reward cards are so. First of all, this is the most plentiful reward cards of all time. Like every previous copy of reward cards was far less.
Far less.
Yeah,
right. That's correct.
Yeah. And so I think people are sleeping on the fact I think we all feel like Pelacor Mercenary is never going to go out of circulation, but it will. And I think it's a sort of carry tank. Like it really is a card that is good at every level. Mm-hmm. It has 8 hit points at bronze. It has 3 melee at silver. It has self-heal at gold. It has retaliate at diamond champion. It's an excellent tank, and it's a reasonable mana cost, and it's only 2.5 cents. Right. I really think this card could be $1 per BCX one day. And this card in particular, I have thousands of copies.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's one. But I feel strongly about any of the ones that stand alone and can win the games, like tanks. Pelacor Deceiver is not as good, but it's interesting, and there's no way this thing's 2 cents in a year. I think, or maybe let's say 4 years. I think all of these cards are easily 25 cents to like $1.50 kind of thing. That's my view.
Cool. Now, it's cool that we share the same sentiment. I mean, when the rewards first dropped, the first card I maxed out was Bilchka, and I maxed him out maybe around already, because I really like the concept of camouflage, and I was thinking more like a player. I mean, I need something for reverse speed, and he just kind of fits the bill. He fits a lot of rule sets, but then of course, he's underperformed so far because of course Dr. Blight is here, and there's a lot of other summoners that you could use better in slots. But Pelacor Mercenary was my second or my third, because I think Conjurer was my second maxed out card. And we share that same sentiment. I appreciate that, and people can, because when we do giveaways, right? When we do giveaways, I usually give away these reward cards, and I know people also get them, but they're probably not maxed out like what I've done with mine. Like I went full bullish and maxed it out like in the first 2 days or whatever. But I know the average Filipino Splinterlands player might not consider this as a good asset. But trust me, you guys watch my streams also. I use Pelacor Mercenary in the Diamond Champion League, so that guys, this will be a good card. And of course, Dwayne already now confirms it. So there we go. All right, need to buy 1,000 BCX Pelacor now, says John Carlos. Looks like guys, I want you to focus on a word that Dwayne said earlier. He's gonna buy another tract of land. Okay, guys, let that sink in for a moment, because I have 1 plot of land here, and that one measly 1 plot I'm really already proud of it. So imagine owning a tract of land. But if you watch Dwayne's videos, and he's talked about it a lot, I really don't want to dive into it. The amount that you've spent on the game already, because I know it already. You've already mentioned it on your videos. But he is an example of somebody fully committed and fully trusting the developers at this moment. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
guys, me myself, I've joined this game probably mostly earlier than most of you guys, right? But I can't say that I haven't haven't had probably 100% commitment to the game itself. Maybe 90%, maybe 95. There are some assets that I share with the other games or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
you will see. I mean, you can just go to your marketplace and take a look at alpha, take a look at beta, and then look at the prices of those cards there, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
tell me that in a few years time, okay, this is assuming that the game still remains strong and the developers are still, of course, focused on it or
Yes.
whatever. Don't tell me, well, tell me that those cards will not be, well, not maybe not worth as much or maybe worth as much, we don't know, but definitely gonna be higher than what we have them right now, right?
Yeah, 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 and I think you can. I think absolutely. And again, someone will. I see all the comments all the time on my channel. They when I say things like that, Wolf, the people will say, "Oh, sure, but those old betas, they were so rare. Now there's not enough copies of them, and as a result, those prices, like the Flesh Golem, which I'm looking at on my screen, which is in some ways a comparable tank for the green team, the same team we just talked about Pelagor Mercenary for.
Right.
It has a lot of the same utility, and it has the same use case, I would argue. That one sells for $6.80 per BCX, but they'll say, yeah, but that's totally different because beta was so small and Chaos Legion and rewards are so huge. But that is failing to understand the growth in player base has
Yes.
been exponential.
Right.
And so, and I don't think we're done growing. So again, you did say this a moment ago, but people really need to hear it. It's like, do you believe in the development and the trajectory of where this game is going? Because if you do, it's really silly to say that Chaos Legion cards, or for that matter, reward cards, are going to be there's too many of them. It's simply just 100% factually incorrect because there's a finite amount, which necessarily means they will all be released. And then, whether that takes, I think 4 years is like a slam dunk, a layup, like for sure thing that all of those record cards are gone and much more expensive. But it's founded on the confidence I have in the development and in the enjoyment I find that this game offers.
Right. Honestly, if taking when I look at my assets right now, and then I always think about what's going to happen in the future. Of course, finances come to mind. Should I buy more packs? Should I buy this card? Should I do whatever?
Hmm.
And then I always come back to your videos. I always take a look at what your perspective is and whatever. Now, Dwayne, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here, and some people might say that you have a whale's point of view, right? So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
kind of balance that, right? Because I'm not exactly a whale, but I'm not exactly a minnow, I guess. I mean, I've spent for this game. I bought Llama when he was a little bit more expensive than before, but I did buy Kron for like a few dollars, so I was happy with that.
Nice.
But the thing is, guys, and Dwayne explains this in one of his videos. Please go watch his videos, guys, and subscribe to his channel, which I have not yet put on the caption. Sorry about that, Dwayne. But
That's okay.
you can put it on you can send a comment. I'll pin it so that we can have your. This will take time, guys. Okay, this is something that we Filipinos need to get over. This is not an overnight ROI kind of thing. All right, you have to believe in the project. You have to believe in the people working on it. You have to believe in the people who've invested on it. Right? Of course, you have to do your own research, but this game didn't spring up yesterday, right? This game didn't spring
Hmm.
up last week, not last month, not even last year. All right,
Hmm.
it has gone through tough times as well, and
Hmm.
the developers are always looking at things to either hype up and whatever. It's not a perfect thing, just like with every game. But again, not financial advice, but
Hmm.
out of all the other games we know, Splinterlands really is one of the toughest, and I think will stay for a while. So whatever it is you're
Yeah.
holding right now, because Dwayne, I'm gonna tell you, whenever we have our daily quests or our end of season rewards here in the Philippines, we have the saying. That we're getting a lot of kalapates or pakpak, right? Pakpak is a Filipino word for wings, right? It's because we get a lot of Pelacor deceivers, we get a lot of
Hmm.
conjurers, we get a lot of mercenaries, right? So
Hmm.
there's a little bit of underestimation about how these cards will appreciate in the future, right? I know we're
Yes.
talking about it right now. Oh, sana I hope I got a legendary, but I didn't get. I get again conjurers and deceivers and whatever. Dude,
Yeah.
max them out, right? I max those out
Yeah.
when I've had the chance. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that, Dwayne. Uh,
No, it's good.
let's
Love
go
it.
ahead. Yeah, I want to go ask some questions about you again. So, chat, you can of course you can ask some questions for Dwayne, but some of these topics he's covered before in some of his videos, so I'd rather you check them out. But of course, if there's some questions I see here right now, and of course Dwayne, if you see some questions in the chat that you'd like to answer, go ahead. You can interrupt me anytime. JJ, thank you for the 50 stars, by the way. I saw it. I appreciate it. It's what keeps me going. Thank you very much. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of praise for you here, so I'll go ahead and ask a question now. This is something I've asked everybody anyway who's guested in my show. What is your favorite card? If there is one card that you say that this is the Dwayne Cunningham, whatever, it's a go-to card or a favorite card or whatever. Maybe you have a feeling or just kidding. But maybe it's just something that you like. What is that card?
Yeah. I do have favorites for sure, and increasingly the Chaos Legion has been redefining what that looks like for me. I would have said, even 3 months ago, I would have said definitively the Nightmare. It's a tank for the black team, and it has 10 hit points at level 1. It has 13 at level 10. It has blast damage with 3 melee damage at the diamond level, and I play diamond, remember, and it has phase at gold or higher, so it's going to be, and it has 7 speed at diamond champion level. So you absolutely are, this lends itself really, really well to being super evasive. It can dip, dodge, and duck like anything, right? Melee, archery, or magic, and I find it super, super resilient. It probably is still my favorite card because not only of all that utility, but also the card art is amazing. But I would say to you that I'm really starting to fall in love with some of the new Chaos cards too.
Give me one.
And yeah, I think maybe my favorite that I keep running is definitely from the Water team. And I think it's a rare, is it not? Demon Shark or Diamond Shark?
Demon Shark, yes, it's Demon Shark.
Yeah, it's so good. And then I'll use it. But the interesting thing about my Diamond Shark or my Demon Shark is that I love playing it in a certain way with a taunt on the back line and heals, and the Merdali Guardian is very important to the Angelic Mandarin. It's kind of a package deal. Whereas actually, you know what? The Nightmare is the same thing, because when I play the Nightmare, I build out a certain play. So yeah, probably the Diamond Shark or Demon Shark with that whole build out, and specifically you got to have that taunt on the back line. It's that epic Wave Brood, so that you can just allow, you can let your tank stay alive and get those tramples in. It's really, really good.
Damn, the Nightmare is both surprising and not surprising, the way you say it. It's surprising that would be your pick. I mean, mostly people would go for a legendary or whatever. But if you're fighting a Nightmare and it's in frenzy mode, you'll cry. Trust me, you'll cry. Right?
Oh yeah.
You can't do the damn thing, right? And then you get with blast and whatever. It's surprising that that's the card you chose. Unsurprising that, I guess it's still surprising that it is. People are underestimating it. That's very cool, So I hope people, we see a lot of what I call cookie cutter decks, right? And I do have my own, of course. But whenever I do my streams, I always try to, guys, think outside of the box. Let's experiment on something. Take a look at this. Like when I coined the term Suicide Squad, I have a Suicide Squad for death. For the negative, the ones with negative health, and then redemption, and then I have a reverse Suicide Squad. So yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about that, by the way. But anyway,
very good.
Right. So anyway, it's cool, right? So you guys listen to the OGs, and Dwayne is one of those OGs. So Nightmare, go check it out. Taking a look at some of the people here in chat, I think this is somebody from your viewers, Andrew Kolf. Hey Dwayne, Kofi checking in. You know him?
Hey, Kofi. Yeah, man.
There you
He's in
go.
the guild, and yep, Kof. There he is, man.
Awesome. Kolf.
Nice.
Hope you follow me too, so you can follow the page. All right. Sing Ming G says Furious Chicken. I guess that's his favorite card. Janelle has a question. What's your most expensive card?
I think that's gotta be just off the top of my head. I'm gonna say that it's gotta be Kitty. I've got the max level Kitty, and it's what is it, $600 a per BCX or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at it. Actually, Jesus. All right.
yeah.
A
It's
max
no
level
joke.
kitty, huh? Right. I got my kitty in a pack actually. I have one level one kitty which I got in a pack way back when Untamed was being released in the quest. Wow, it's $4,900 for I guess the most expensive one. Jesus.
Wow.
Okay.
And look at that. It's even more expensive than Yodin right now, which is actually hasn't always been the case. Yodin is usually
it's true.
so that's maybe that's a buy signal for Yodin, but no, I wouldn't buy these cards for the one of the things I would like to say on that though, and I've said it before, you'll probably know, Wolf, but I feel strongly that even though Byzantine Kitty is amazing, I would never tell somebody that they should buy this because it's not the way to move the needle for most people. Like your average viewer has a silver level or a gold level deck, so this isn't the card you need to move the needle the most. Like what you need is more collection power. What you need is to fill out some of those summoners so they get up to the next level. If you're in silver, bring them up to level 6 so you can battle in gold. And while this would be amazing, this is just, you could spend $500 in a very different way and move the needle in a bigger way, and it's so important to think about this game from that perspective, because like you were saying earlier about the cookie cutter decks, we sometimes get in the mode where it's like, oh, everyone plays Mylor. I need a Mylor. No, you don't. What you need is cards that you can put on the field, and you need options. So forget about cards like a Mylor, forget about cards like Kitty at this point. Wait for the next Legendary Summoner and be keenly aware that when those new Chaos Legion Legendary Summoners come out, they will be cheaper and they will appreciate over a long enough time horizon. So be keenly aware that Legendary Summoners are game changing. And when those new ones come out, act accordingly, but some of them are winners and some of them are losers. You have to be able to analyze it too. It's like, I don't think Deep Swimmer is in the same ballpark as Byzantine Kitty. I don't think Mimosa Nightshade is in the same ballpark as Scarred Llama. But of course they're good. So, take that with a grain of salt. But when the new Chaos Legendary Summoners come out, I will be a buyer, and I would strongly recommend people not be looking at these hugely. Yeah, they're just too expensive at this point. Unless you're that champion player who's already a whale, and you want that for that collectibleness, and you want to be take it to the next level.
Cool. I mean, my viewers know that Kitty is one of my go-to cards in Diamond and Champion. Especially my one of my favorite decks, which I call Death Kitty. Of course, well, obviously it's Death Kitty, Kitty with Death. But
yes,
Dwayne says it correctly. At this point in time, us Filipinos, we join the game at this certain point in time. Especially now that Splinterlands has given us a way to be more competitive, even if we have not. If we've not yet caught the alpha and beta cards, what with the modern format coming in, we can concentrate on the Chaos Legion packs, right, guys, and the Chaos Legion summoners and the Chaos Legion cards, and the reward cards as well. Don't sleep on them. Well, okay, sleep on them. I mean, just don't give them don't put them in the corner, right? Make sure that you analyze correctly. You watch a lot of videos, of course. Watch my stream, so the strategies, and then you'll be realizing yourself what cards that I think these cards will be doing great. It's just like what Dwayne said, especially with Pelacor Mercenary. You'll realize those things, and we won't have that mentality anymore of puro pakpak na lang. It's just, in translation, I'm just getting all wings in my daily quest, right? So those conjures, those mercenaries. So that's cool. All right, so okay, let's get a little more personal now, if it's okay with you, Dwayne. So everybody knows I'm a family man. I think Bulldog is as well. I think I don't think Luke has kids, but we've talked about it in our streams. Maybe can you say a little more about your family? Have they been supportive?
Sure.
Have you been teaching them how to play? What's been happening?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about them. I have two beautiful daughters. My eldest is Hazel. My youngest is Lumina, and Lumina just turned
Awesome
6 in
name.
January. Yeah, it actually means a portion of light from a
Yes.
body of light.
Hmm.
And in my opinion, we're all made in God's image, and that means like we are all rays of light off of the source of light. So,
Wow.
um, and so she's my 6 year old, and my big girl Hazel is she plays with me sometimes, and she'll help pick my teams,
Oh.
and she loves like encourage she likes she'll choose them based on like art style. She's
Of
7 right
course.
now, so
Right.
she's more like I want she no she'll pick like some cute angel or something in the first position as opposed to
Like
like a
Adelaide.
tank.
Adelaide
Yeah,
or Kitty,
exactly.
maybe
Yeah,
Kitty.
yeah. But I encourage that sort of thing because you know what I think kids today are going to find that this sort of gaming experience is the common practice in the future. I think it already is becoming, and you've seen it. Some of the mainstream titles are already starting to incorporate elements of this into their games, and I think it's going to become more and more common. In fact, I think it's going to become ubiquitous, where it's just literally every game that does this in
Hey,
some
come on, come
fashion.
on.
Why? Because why not? It's literally a way for them to incentivize again you investing that time and attention with them, and it's no skin off their back at all. They're already making skins. They're already making weapon skins and character skins and new heroes you can buy. So why not just monetize them in a different way that enables players to really extract some of that value, which wouldn't hurt them and would in fact entice more players. So I think this is coming, and I love talking to my nephew about this, my kids about this, and frankly anyone who wants to have a conversation around it.
Dwayne is the cool uncle that you want to have, when you go to a reunion, he'll talk to you about, he's not going to talk to you about, he's going to talk to you about a game and you're going to be earning as well. That's really cool. So, I mean, people know that the profile picture I have right now for Wolf's Den, this was drawn by my daughter. So,
Cool.
that's, our families are part of it, right? I mean, we're not,
Yes.
sometimes we play the games, that's okay. Sometimes we earn, and I know I think we've talked about this before that with another game that I play called Samurai Rising Samurai Legends. We do, let's try not to play the game, not just for the I guess for the monetizing part of it, but mostly because you enjoy the game, right? I mean,
Hmm.
when Dwayne came here, he talked about it earlier. He enjoyed the game. He liked it, right? And then he got a gold foil ruler of the seas, and that kind of enforced it. But I think he
Hmm.
would not be here if he didn't really like the game. I mean, I'm playing some NFT games right now. I used to play some NFT games, which I'm not playing right now because I don't find them enjoyable anymore, right? It's not
Yeah.
just it's not just worth my time and attention, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this opportunity for you, Dwayne, to ask us Filipinos questions. I did this with Bulldog and Luke. Do you have? I mean, I know that you have a Filipino community, but this is
Hmm.
probably the first time that you're gonna be on a show that has 100%. Well, maybe not 100%. We had Andrew earlier, but maybe 99.9% Filipino community here, and more Filipinos will be watching the recording as well. But right now, do you have a question for us? Anything you'd like to know about us Filipino Splinterlands players? And we'd like to answer that for you.
Sure. Yeah. Well, first thing, I was just looking at my data earlier, and yeah, it's still. I mean, first of all, the Filipino people were like the first to kind of grab onto my channel and really carry it
Ooh.
into the place that it is now. Honestly, it was like in last summer. I remember we went from like 60 people subscribed to 1,000 in the it was maybe like a week or something, and then it was 2,000 and 3,000, and it just got carried away with itself, and it was my viewership was around I want to say 30% or something Filipino at that time, and it's to this day, my American audience has grown larger now, but the Filipino audience is still 15% of all my viewership. So it's awesome. I love that that's happening because it tells me that there's a part of the world that is unlocking the value and the power of what we're describing here. This ability to receive some sort of reward for your time and attention. That is a meaningful concept and potentially life changing And I think it is going to be. It was life changing before, and I believe it's going to be again. And that's why I'm kind of so passionate. But in terms of questions, I guess I've never, I've never been there, and I wonder like what is the minimum wage that the country might offer for employment, and what is like an annual like how meaningful is like a 3 cent card? If somebody's getting silver rewards, they're getting $2 like a season. Is that meaningful? Is that moving the needle for anybody financially?
Okay, so there was a statement here by Richie. He mentioned earlier, which is kind of connected to your question. He says, Dwayne, do you want to visit Manila? A gold Yodin pays for a month of food and lodging. Anyway, that's a funny comment, but it's kind of true. Okay, guys, help me out here. Of course, the chat. I don't want to answer these questions alone. Minimum wage, I think, guys, this is like a 500 pesos. Am I correct? That's roughly $10. $10 for minimum wage, yeah, down here.
And like
minimum wage is
a
$12
residence.
a day. There, Richie says $12 a day. And
Wow.
right, your question about the cards, the cent cards, for example, I'm sure you're pertaining to like Keith Smiths and Mercenaries. Yep, they sell down here for like 5 or 9 pesos. It's how do I say this? People down here, because of the minimum wage, and I'm not gonna put down my countrymen, and but we know it's a different part of the world, and people are always looking for that high profile legendary, right? Because it's a lottery ticket. Honestly, it's literally a lottery ticket down here, and getting a legendary, especially a gold foil legendary, will set the average Filipino up for maybe one week or two.
That's so cool.
For his own personal life, right? I'm not even talking about the
That's so cool
part, right? So
and you're getting free, like, so essentially you're playing a game. Hopefully you're having fun with it, and there's a lottery ticket that you're going to earn from it, and maybe it ends up being like a gold foil.
Yes.
What are there right now? Like what would be a good gold foil right now? There are some.
Well, usually the fiends. We usually see the gold foil fiends coming, and the gold foil fiend, I think it's still $12 if I'm correct. And
you can get like Oceanus or Harklaw or Bilka as rewards too. Those would be 800, 85, 88, and 102. Yeah, I mean that's really cool to hear, because I didn't understand the finances, and therefore But I would, on that topic, I almost want to say though, I hope that some people, I really believe this, that the people that are going to have life-changing wealth from this game are going to just play it for fun, and they're going to accumulate some of these cards. And yes, if you get a gold foil Oceanus, you should sell it right now, and I would put it into like cheaper, I would reinvest that into like really inexpensive reward cards that would then be cards which would later appreciate and give me more value. As far as I'm concerned, that's the play. It's like, it's thinking not, what do I get at the end of the season? It's like, where, if I just sit on these things because I'm just playing a game and I don't even really care how much it's worth, in 3 or 4 years, you're going to just look back and be like, what? I have like $150,000 worth of cards. I have, I like 70,000 SPS or something like that. And, those numbers are crazy, even to me. Like, it's just crazy. But it happened so slowly. Like, it just was playing a game, having fun, and now it's literally changed my life. And I think that story is available to people, but I don't say that like, therefore take out a loan and go buy assets. I say, no, just take a deep breath. Someone in your chat said, I want to become a whale? Like, what do I have to do? I just said, patience. Like, just play the game, have fun. Don't try and be rich tomorrow. Don't think about that at all. Do you enjoy the game? Do you believe in the longevity of it? If so, just please enjoy the game. You're going to find that naturally the accumulation of cards you're going to have from playing is going to be meaningful in a long enough time horizon. I really strongly believe that.
Cool. People are saying, I love the mindset of Dwayne. This is why he is my favorite content creator, guys. The analysis that you're giving and the way you talk about it, it's so obvious how much you really enjoy the game, of course, and you believe in it, right? We see the effort, guys, of of the analysis. We're talking right now. We're in a good vibe, but he's actually checking Hive while we talk. It shows the I guess it shows the mindset of some people about it. So, guys, I hope you learn from it, guys. I mean, there we go. Says Christian Joe Argus. The motivation, we need that, right? So I hope you get motivated by this stream. Of course, I want to take this chance to give a shout out to the 49 viewers right now. Thank you guys for watching. You're tuning right now to Damien Wolf of Wolf's Den. We have Dwayne Cunningham, DOG, Splinterlands OG, right here on. There you go. Jim Morgan says, Dwayne on Facebook? I forget that you can live stream here. Well, Jim, welcome to Facebook Live. Yes, we are live streaming here. And for us Filipinos, of course, this is something for Dwayne as well. And Bulldog knows about this now, right? So, Filipinos, we are probably maybe 70% more on Facebook other than the other platforms, right? Maybe 30%, maybe let's make that 60% with 30% on YouTube and then probably 10% on Twitch. Right, like that, just to hang out with my new friend Wolf. I'm not a friend. I'm a fan. I'm a super fan, and I'm just super happy that I'm here talking to him. Right. So there's people in here that are saying hi to you. Maybe you know them. Of course, we know Amor. He's a viewer of mine, but he says, "Yo, Jim, it's me, Amir." I guess they probably watch. Of course, they've watched you on your videos and know about the other people watching as well. Pretty cool. All right.
Hey, come on.
Richie says it's a work day and I'm watching. Lol, super cool live stream, Wolf. Thank you very much, Richie. You have little face, Whenever we do these interview sessions, it's always gonna be cool, right? So, there we go. All right. So, let's get back a little bit in the groove of a Splinterlands, but let's talk about it in a fun way, okay? If there is a okay, I've also asked this with Bulldog and Luke. Is there how do I put this? If you were gonna create a card, right? What kind of I know this is a little technical and maybe not a lot of people think about it, but is there a card that you think maybe it would be great if we had this kind of card? I know I have my own opinions, but I want to ask yours. I don't think you've discussed this before, or I haven't seen a video which you've talked about. If you were gonna create a card of your own, whether it be a summoner, a monster, whatever rarity it is, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I have thought about it. I haven't like planned it out or done any sort of art or whatnot, but some of the things that I really enjoy about the game and about the style that I bring to my battles, what I would probably want to incorporate into it. So I think I probably would I would either look to partner with Splinterlands in trying to make some sort of summoner, but speed is something that I would want, and then I think, well, why would they want that? Because they already have like a kitty.
Empire, yeah.
Unless maybe there was like a reverse kitty almost, where it was like -2 speed, and probably a death summoner, but I like the idea. So like I'm a Christian, so maybe there would be some sort of and you might not know this, but the summoner, the life splinter summoner called Peak Rider.
Yeah, Peak Rider
is a beta summoner, and I was talking with Jarvie, the creator of Peak Monsters, and he was explaining that they actually this is their card, and he gave me the whole background. He's like, look, if you look closely, Peak Rider has like black skin and devil horns. He's a demon who somehow decided that that he was serving dark powers and he didn't like that, and now he moved over to the life, which is like the angelic. Yes. Yeah, and so maybe like I might like an idea of like his brother or something, who like an angel that fell or something, and was like in the death team, and was like a too slow, like take away to your opponent's speed. Maybe like some of the other things I really love are Affliction and Blind. So that might be, I don't know if that would end up being overpowered, because you'd really be, no, I think it'd be pretty reasonable.
It's okay. I mean, Mimosa has Affliction and Void. I mean, a Deep Swimmer has Blind, I think. Does he have Blind? Or, no, it's Return Fire and, Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's overpowered.
Something in that ballpark, and then maybe I'd need to talk with them and go back and forth. But I would like some sort of angelic lore. I'd like it like somehow to be something like an angel or something, and maybe that somehow it's brought into that death team because of some cool lore device or storyline.
Hmm.
And I definitely feel strongly about like speed meta. That's kind of where I thrive in this game. So that would be kind of where I'd want to go with that.
Cool. All right. So you
Yeah.
guys know about that. You guys
Mhm.
know now how Dwayne does his strategies and what and how he would perceive that thing. I just want to say hi to a few more people in the chat. We have
Yeah.
Beetlezeus from New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
He says, "Hey
Hey.
guys, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping by Wolfstand. My name is Dwayne. Dwayne. My name is Dwayne. My name is Damien Wolf, and I have Dwayne here with me. I hope you follow me too. I know we're from well, no, he's from New Zealand, so it's not pretty far off from my time zone. So I hope you follow me. I do stream Splinterlands as well. Jim Morgan says, "Have a good night, guys. Dwayne, I'll see you Thursday, Friday night." Okay, looks like he's a
Mhm.
regular. And of
Mhm.
course, oh, John Kenneth does confirm. Lear Deep Swimmer has blind. Yeah, he does. Cool. All
Mhm.
right, so guys, we've talked a lot about what I mean. Dwayne has already shared a lot of his thoughts, and we've answered a lot of your questions here. Oh, we have somebody from Mexico here, Ivanov 007 from Mexico.
Nice.
Probably some of you
Nice.
from your Discord, right? Good to see you here,
Maybe.
guys. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate that, and yeah, hopefully in the future, we can have more collabs. If you have, I owe you one. So if you have anything that is in line with, if you think you'd want me there, and maybe to give a
Yeah.
Filipino perspective or whatever, then
Mhm.
I'm down for that. All right,
Yeah,
so
I really enjoyed the conversation, my friend, and I look forward to doing it again for sure.
cool, awesome. All right, just a few more questions before we go to the
Oh
giveaway,
yeah, for
guys.
sure.
We don't want to leave. We don't want to give. He's gonna be too tired, so we don't want to have Dwayne tired here. He's gonna make more videos for us.
Hmm.
Uh, be ready, Dwayne, because as was tradition, we're gonna be asking you to say some Filipino words. So be ready for that, unless you already know a
Yep.
few and you'd like to, to give us a sample. Anthony Marco says, "Is it okay to hold DEC or reinvest it to max out some common cards? What's your thoughts?"
Ooh, that's tough because I do think common cards are perhaps the biggest opportunity for price appreciation, in my opinion. And of course, I would be selective with. I don't mean just any common card, but common reward cards are particularly exciting. And I say that because you need 400 copies of them, and so that the supply on those cards will shrink faster than, for instance, like some of the epics or legendaries, where I know that there are fewer epics and legendaries to start with, but it's like those cards sometimes get away without being max. Whereas commons usually, if people have a good deck, I find they want that full copy, and it's cheap enough that people will reach out for it. They'll get 2.5 cents times 400, and they'll find a way. But not so much necessarily with some of the legendaries that start at $15 each or $50 each or whatever. And so, in my opinion, commons are one of the unique ways to really leverage your investment. However,
Hmm.
right now I'm not buying cards. I'm kind of sitting on my DEC, and I will do so until I think we're got 120 days left. No,
Yeah,
about 100,
Rift Walk.
120-ish, 125 or something. So we're getting close, but I'm not ready yet. I have almost a million DEC. I have 913,000 DEC, and I will probably just sit on that until we get 30 days out, unless that whole prediction I made around the altcoin market happens in, say, the next month or two, in which case I would expect DEC to really ramp up also, because I expected SPS to ramp up during that time, and that could transform my plans really quickly. But I'm planning on selling all my DEC for cards in about 60 days, kind of thing, 60 to 90 days.
Ooh, interesting. So that might be something you guys want to, want to do as well.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice says, always cool to find out about other Splinterland streamers. Yeah, hi there. My name is Damien Wolf. I'm a Filipino streamer for Splinterlands. Hope you check me out from time to time. All right, what? Okay, so all right, we have some requests here. If it's okay for you, Dwayne, I don't want to
Of course.
impose, but we have some people on the chat asking you to say some Filipino words.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go with the lady first. One of our viewers here and my avid supporter, Fatima Castillo, says, "Hey Dwayne, can you say these are the words? Ang ganda mo, Fatima." You think you can say that?
Ang ganda mo, Fatima.
Make sure to clip that, Fatima. This is not gonna happen again. All right. So basically, it just means you're beautiful, Fatima. So she's tooting her own horn. John Carlos says, "Sir Dwayne, can you say, kamusta ka, parang Carlo?"
Kamusta ka, parangkado?
Okay,
What was that? What was
Carlo.
that? What was that
It's
second part again?
Carlo. Kamusta ka,
Carlo.
pareng Carlo?
Kamusta ka, paren Carlo?
All right.
Carlo.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, you
Carlo.
say Filipino quite well. Do you have? I'm sorry. Do you have maybe I don't know. Do you have Mexican blood or Spanish blood or whatever? You say the words kind of okay.
My heritage is like, so usually we would say Aboriginal or First Nations. That's like the Native American, Native Canadian people. Mostly is my history, but my family, my wife is speaks. She's from Chile, so she speaks Spanish, and I've studied Spanish, so maybe there's some degree of that happening. But yeah, no, I have no experience with it really. I have several Filipino nurses for my little Lulu, but they don't speak to me. They speak in English.
Okay, the chat was exploding with. Okay, I can't give all the requests, guys. Okay, let's not toy with Blizzard. But they're having fun. This is usually how I do it in my streams, Dwayne. They're just good
That's
vibes.
awesome.
We do a lot of stuff
Yeah.
here. We're gonna ask you to say a few more words because we're gonna be giving away some packs today. But the chat is exploding, asking for. But they're saying that they're echoing my comments that you're doing, you're pronouncing it pretty well, right?
Mm.
Okay, fast learner, big fan. All right, guys, if you are a big fan, I'm sorry, Dwayne, I'm gonna have to ask it to you. Can you post the link again to your YouTube channel, guys?
Of
Please, if
course,
you
yeah.
are a fan of Dwayne, make sure that you are subscribed to his channel. I am subscribed to his channel. He is probably my favorite YouTube content creator. Sorry, Luke. Sorry, Bulldog. But Dwayne is up there because of his analysis and he's you speak like me. I mean, well, you don't speak like me. I mean, you're pretty laid back when you say your things, when you say your comments. There we go. There's his YouTube channel. Let me pin it in the comments. Okay. So Ren Spido says, "Sir Wolf, please shout out my Facebook page, R Wens." Yes, Ren Spido is also now a fledgling Splinterlands content creator. So please check his page out. R Wens, uh, you can post your game page here already. My wife, Duquesa. Hi, Duquesa. I love you. So, Dwayne, my wife says if you can say mahal ko kayong lahat. This is saying I love you to all Filipinos.
Say it one more time for me.
Yeah, mahal ko kayong lahat.
Mahal ko kayo mala.
Mahal ko.
I think I lost it.
Okay, let me pronounce it again.
Yeah.
Mahal ko kayong lahat.
Maha
Ma-
kung
Okay, let's do it word for word. Mahal
yeah. Mahal
ko.
kol
It's ko. Ko.
ko yeah.
Kayong
kayong
lahat.
lahad.
There you go, guys. Okay, and that's for my wife. She says, Dwayne is number one in my book, says Andrew Kolf. I think it's pretty obvious why he's number one. He's he's pretty chill with us here on the stream, even though it's probably nearing 10 or 11, I think, in his time zone
Yes.
already. All right, so we're gonna give away some packs, but before we do that,
Yeah.
Dwayne, if it's okay, I'd like to take a few minutes to greet some sponsors of ours.
Of course.
First, I want to greet, of course, shout out to Sky Meta Guild. Wolf's Den is currently partnered with Sky Meta Guild, guys. We are now integrating a lot of Splinterland scholars. Let us know. We provide the cards. You play for free. You don't need to worry about renting. You need to worry about anything. You just apply as a scholar. We'll provide the account. It already has cards in it. We can even give you a legendary gold foil if you like. And then you just play, right? So that's how we do it in Sky Meta Guild. So hopefully you can apply as a scholar, Splinterland scholars. We also have different games there, but of course we want you to. We're trying to target around 500 to 1,000 Splinterland scholars. So I hope you guys apply. Shout out to Stray Guild. That's my guild, of course. And of course, Wolf's Den is powered by Project Ace. We are a group of content creators, and we test your NFT games for you. And connected to that, guys, I'm gonna invite you On March 26, which is March 27 for us, Project Ace will be covering the Zen Sportia Cup. That's going to be 2 a.m. our Filipino time. I'm sure you've heard about this as well, Dwayne. The Zen Sportia Cup, the tournament. So I think it's being hosted by Clove. But anyway, we'll be covering that. So we've already released some content about that. Please check our YouTube channels from Johnny Depp, from me, from Ultimate X Gaming, from John Fleer, and we will be covering it this Sunday for us, 2 a.m. And I hope you guys join as well. There's a qualifier happening, I think, tomorrow. And it's just one DEC to enter, guys. It's just one DEC, and it's just in Silver League. Why not give it a try, guys, right? You might win something. So Zen Sports Cup, and of course, take a look at my YouTube channel. It has the details on how to enter. All right.
Nice.
Now with that said, let's go ahead with the giveaway. It's probably the most favorite part of every viewer down here. So tell us, Dwayne, what will you be giving away? I think I already said it earlier, but go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to. First of all, I love this game. I love people who are excited to share this game, and I've got 10 Chaos Legion packs that I'd like to give out to people that are hanging out.
Woo-wee! 10 Chaos Legion packs, guys. And along with that, I'm giving away 5 Chaos Legion packs. So we will be giving away 15 Chaos Legion packs today for people here on the stream right now. Cool. Now, aside from that, as you know, if you are a supporter of Wolf's Den, if you win a Chaos Legion pack and you have a supporter badge, you will also get a gold foil card from me. So if you are a supporter of Wolf's Den, aside from the Chaos Legion pack, if you are picked, you'll get a gold foil card from me. Here are my gold foils. Take a look at them. Take a look at the shiny value of these gold foil cards. And you can have them if you are a Wolf's Den supporter. Alright, so James Vicente wants to be adopted by you. So you're going to be James Cunningham? Is that how you want to be called, James? Alright, so guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use Facebook Picker. And we're going to put a notification here. Exclamation point, notify. Let's put 12. Exclamation point, notify 12. Oh yeah, that's something I think we weren't able to touch on earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Dwayne.
We didn't talk. We didn't.
Yeah.
So 12 comes from, so just my history of video gaming. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, Battlefield, and 1258 was a in-game name I just chose back then. It comes from my university days, actually, when I was in a fraternity. I don't know if you guys have fraternities there. I don't think you do. It's more of a North American thing. Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, we do.
So in university, it's quite common for young guys and girls to join either fraternity or sorority. Guys join fraternities and girls in sororities. And
Hey, come on.
I got a bond number. It's the number I received. I was the 1258th man to go through my branch of my, and so that's a special number to me. And so that's where I incorporated that number from.
Cool. All right, we got that, guys. We finally know why 12, and everybody's typing in the notify 12. Make sure you have your follower share badge, guys. Again, to have a share badge, you need to share it in your Facebook profile. Make sure it's in public, and you need to share it to a group that you are a member of. And remember, if you have your supporter badge, make sure you flash it. You have your special howl out sticker. You can go ahead and do that right now as well to provide support for me and Dwayne. And this is what we're gonna do, guys, just to make just so we don't overextend in time. The 5 packs I'll be giving away right now on stream, just so we don't have Dwayne hanging out too much. We'll pick the names for his 10 packs, but we'll probably give it off stream already. I'll just provide Dwayne the IGNs. Okay, is that cool?
Sure.
Awesome. Well, unless you already have it right now. I mean, you have.
I do. Yeah.
PC
I've got it
shop
already.
Right now. I mean, if it's okay with you, we can provide the packs instantly once they win.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's start with me first, guys. There we go! Exclamation point! Notify 12. I am picking the comments now. Getting the comments. Sorry, picking the comments. Getting the comments. And we are at 24. Come on, guys! You can do better than this. 24 unique commenters. We have 43 people watching. Don't just lurk. You can win stuff right now. So type in exclamation point notify 12. Here we go. Getting the comments last time. Well, it might be just the algorithm here, but it's 25. Says 25. Let's go ahead. Let's pick the first winner. Be ready for your IGNs, guys. If you win, make sure you have your IGN ready so that we can just provide it. We can send the pack right away. We'll start with my 5 first. But Dwayne, one more thing that I'd like to do is you're
Yep.
gonna be reading off the names if that's okay with you. Are you on the stream?
Okay.
Or
I am, yeah. Well, I see I'm on Facebook and I see the live chat, but I don't. Hazel, sweetie, not
No,
really.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen on the Discord so that you
Okay.
can see it real time as I pick.
Perfect.
So there you go. So you can see the name that will come up. The reason why I want us to do that is because, of course, there's gonna be some Filipino names here, and we've done this with Bulldog, we've done this with Luke. You Americans, we'd like you to to pronounce our names, and hopefully we'll see how you do it. All right, here we go, guys.
Hang on one second, Wolf. Hang on one second.
Sure,
I've
sure, go ahead.
So I'm in Discord right now, and I see Damien Wolf, and I see it says you're sharing your screen,
Yes.
but
If you click it,
I don't see.
you can
Hang on a
click the live.
I'm very familiar with Discord, but usually there's like a thing, like a window right at the top. Man, I wish I could show you my screen.
Yeah, but
sorry, guys.
It's okay, no problem. We get some time to time.
Block. Call voice. I think I need to start a call, and then
What?
and then I can. Do I need?
No. I mean, right now you're in the stream channel, right? Are you in the stream channel?
No. Oh, okay. No, I think I'm in the. I see. I think I'm in the first. Let's see.
You need to go to the stream channel where we are, and you'll see there few windows. There's mine and there's yours, and there's another extra window of my live screen, which you should be able to see, because it's gonna be live streamed to you.
Okay. So right now I think I see. So notify 12 50 live.
There you
Okay,
go.
I think I'm
That's
here
the
now.
one, that's
Gotcha.
the one. All right, so we're gonna be picking the first name now. All right, now there's 32 viewers. That's what I'm talking about. 32 unique commenters, guys. You can win something. Just type in !notify 12. We want you to win these Chaos Legion packs. We want you to get those gold foil cards for the supporters. Let's pick the first name right now, and he's gonna be reading it. Mr. 12 himself will be reading your name. There we go. That's the first name.
Oh man, I'm not.
Come on, you can do this.
Just mute. Okay, so I'm in it, but I'm not. I'm like a minute behind it or something.
Oh, that's because
hang
you're
on.
watching the live streams. That's okay. But I
Yeah.
said, and if you watch the live stream on Discord, you'll be able to
Yeah.
see my screen real time. So it's either you watch my live stream on Facebook or the Discord part.
Yeah. So right now I'm on Facebook, and I see. Is it Anthony Marco Bambalin?
There you go, Anthony. Congratulations. Please type in your IGN. Is that your IGN? Anthony with the triple Y? Is that it? Please say yes. Please say and I want to greet you. Congratulations. He's a top fan. He's got a follower share badge. Yep, that's the one. So let me provide your first pack. Congratulations, buddy. You're the first winner. So this is from me. All right, we'll get to Dwayne's 10 in a minute. All right, pack sent. And as always, guys, once you open these packs, if you will open it, please make sure to either post it on my page, or maybe you can, I don't know, post it in Splinterlands PH, tag my page, so we know what you got. All right, you might get something there. As we said, these are lottery tickets, right? And you might get something good. So, and you got this for free just by hanging out with me and Dwayne here. So I hope you get it. Dwayne, one more Filipino word for you to say. Can you say talpakan? Na.
Talpakan.
Na.
Nah.
There you go. That
Talpakan
means,
na.
yeah, it's our term for let's go open some packs, like, in
Let's
slang.
go.
It's just a slang term for let's go ahead and open packs. All right.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's do this. Second name. Wait, sorry. Here we go. Picking another winner now. Make sure you're typing !notify 12, and you have your follower share badges ready. Supporters, be ready for your when you're flashing your badge as well, and be ready for your IGN if you're called. We don't want to take too long. All right, can you read the one coming up now, Dwayne? Here we go.
Giancarlo Mortera Tan.
There you go, Giancarlo. Congratulations. He's the one who asked you to greet him He says, "Hi, Giancarlo Pareco or Parencarlo." That means, "Hi, Giancarlo, my friend." So he wanted to clip that, I guess. Giancarlo, congratulations. What is your IGN? If I'm right, Giancarlo is a supporter. Oh no, he's not. Okay, there we go. Batforla, that's his name. I'm sure that means Batala, but Batforla. There we go. So sending you the second Chaos Legion pack. Here we go. Cool. John Carlos says, "Paring Dwayne, salamat." It means, well, thank you, my friend. Hey, that's from me. We haven't given away Dwayne's 10 yet. But anyway, thank you. Yeah, you should also thank him because we wouldn't be giving this away if not we're celebrating for him being here on Wolf's Den. Mr. De La Paz, if you can kindly follow and share the stream as well. If you can follow my page and share the stream, so you can have the correct badges. Thank you very much for being here. Jerry Agrito, same with you. You don't have your badges, please have them. All right, let's continue with picking the winner. This is, I think, our third winner. Grabe, we are so hyped giving away these packs right now. Dwayne, what do you usually
454
give away?
comments, man. Wow.
Yeah.
So I usually do Chaos Legion packs, and then sometimes I'll do cards. I'll do like a wheel too, where I spin a wheel and we see what we get. And the other day I gave away a gold foil Obsidian level 1, level 2.
A gold foil summoner, guys. Wow. So make sure you tune into, of course, to Dwayne's page, YouTube page. You'll probably see me on the chat as well. Oh, I know this guy. Go ahead, Dwayne, if you can. Okay, probably it's going to be delayed a little bit. There you go.
Yeah. Amor Allegria.
Yep.
Allegria, doesn't it mean happy?
Probably, and that's me saying I have no idea. But but anyway, congratulations, Amor. I know his IGN. We're going to give it to YMR. Congratulations, Amor. And you won a Chaos Legion pack. Again, guys, once you over with the pack, please tag my page, post it on Splinterlands PH, and you can tag me. You can even tag Dwayne if you want. All right, here we go. Next for the fourth pack giveaway. Make sure you have your IGNs ready, okay? And this is another cool thing to do with Dwayne reading off our names. It's like, say my name, Daddy Dwayne. Say my name. All right, picking the fourth winner right now. Okay. I don't know if you can read this, Dwayne, but
Iwana de la Paz.
is that Ilana? Really? That's how it says? That's what it says?
I mean, it looks like an I and then an A. Uwo. I mean, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's the friend from Mexico that posted here. Mr. De La Paz, congratulations. You don't have your follower share badge though, but it's okay. I'm gonna give it to you right now anyway. Can you post your IGN? And please do follow my page if you haven't done so. Although if you typed in notify, it's probably auto-following already. Ivanov. You think it's Ivanov? No, he's Mexican, so it's probably characters which I think Facebook doesn't have, which is why it's translated this way.
I think so.
So Mr. De La Paz, can you kindly put in your IGN, your in-game name, so we can send your packs? It's V's which are upside down. Okay, so John Kenneth was correct. It's Ivanov. Are you Mexican or are you Russian? There we go. Ivanov 007. Oh yeah, I read that earlier. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Got that. Okay. Let me provide this to you now. Okay, congratulations, Mr. De La Paz. I hope you tune into Wolf's Den now that you've won something. I hope you follow my stream. All right, fifth. Why do I think
Seems like the chat's blowing up.
It is, man. Trust me, when it's a
Good.
earlier when we were talking about you, it's been blowing up, but we know that there's a giveaway. It's gonna be literally exploding right now. So there we go. Everybody wants to win, and we do want to give this to you guys. So
Of course, yeah.
The winner. Here we go. And you know what's cool about Splinterlands, and I haven't mentioned this, Dwayne. If you look at the chat right now, we have a lot of female players actually, right? We have a lot of female names in the chat, and in any game, you've been playing Call of Duty, you've been playing some other games before. I mean, the female population compared to male population, of course, is significantly lower. But in Splinterlands, we do see a lot of them, right? It's actually pretty cool. And with your daughters
Yeah.
playing too right now, they're part of that statistic.
I know. Yeah, no, it's great to see because it's not every game can appeal in that way.
Exactly. Here we go. Here's the fifth winner. Oh, I know this guy.
Okay, it's coming up. Vince Magallanes.
You did not say it correctly. Vince, congratulations. You win again. He's actually a pretty good... And Vince is a supporter. Congratulations to you. So aside from the Chaos Legion pack, you'll be getting a gold foil card from me. So let's hook up. Let's chat about that off stream. So you'll get one of my gold cards. All right, that's one of the perks that my supporters have. So if you're
That's
not
really
yet a
cool.
supporter of Wolf's Den, hopefully you can consider being a supporter. We do have a lot of perks like this one. Whenever we have events like this, they always get an extra something. We also have a supporter-only end-of-the-month raffle where I give out legendary cards. And guys, my ultimate goal is to give you a legendary gold foil card. It's gonna come up. Trust me, it's gonna come up, okay? So yeah, that's my way of giving back to my supporters. So hopefully you also consider being a supporter of Wolf's Den. Okay, shameless plug. Let's go. Alright, I've given away my 5. Dwayne, it's time to give away yours.
Yeah,
There we go.
you keep it going, and I've got more than enough to keep them coming.
Cool. Here we go. Even if these packs are from Dwayne, if you are a supporter of Wolf's Den, if you win Dwayne's pack, you will still get a gold card from me. Okay? So supporters, hang tight and make sure you ready your IGNs. Okay? As long as you win, whether it's Dwayne's or my pack, you'll get a gold foil card from me if you're a Wolf's Den supporter. Let's go. The first winner for Dwayne's packs. Oh, I know this girl. Go ahead.
Okay. Zarlin Natividad.
Feliz Natividad. Okay, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, Zarlin, you win! Congratulations, Madame Zarlin. What is your IGN so Dwayne can send you over your pack? Oh, I want to say hi to the Northern Nomad Phoenix. I guess he's a new name here. So I wanted to say hi to him. He's probably one of your viewers. Welcome to Wolf's Den. There's his IGN. Did you see it?
Okay.
Master
Master
Zarlin?
Zarlin. Yeah,
28.
28. Okay. I'm recording on my end too, but I'm gonna. So Master Zarlin 28,
Yep.
1 pack, go.
Pack. Congratulations, Madame Zarlin. Actually, Zarlin actually does some raffles as well, and I just won 1 pack from her last time. So now you have 1 pack
Oh,
from
nice.
me. Congratulations, Zarlin. This is how we are here in the Filipino community, Dwayne. Even though people are not streamers, even just the normal guy gives away, stuff. That's how we are down here. All right.
I love it.
Cool. Second name for Dwayne Cunningham's packs. These packs are, are smelling like Dwayne, not for me. So let's
Yeah.
hope you guys, it might be
Hopefully
luckier.
they're full of gold foil legendaries.
There we go. You might get a gold
Yeah.
foil stuff. All right, here we go. Thank you, Sir Dwayne. Says Zarlin. And picking. Oh, now we have more commenters. We now have 44 commenters. Here we go. The second winner for Dwayne's packs is. Oh. Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
coming up on my end now.
But
Anthony Marco. Oh,
yeah, he
Babylon.
already won earlier. So
Yeah.
what do you think, Dwayne? Should we still? Give
Well,
it
I
to him?
mean, whatever your rules are, I on my streams I have certain rules, but this is your stream. You tell me what your rules are.
Anthony, I'm sorry, but I do have the same rule set. If you already won once, then you probably would not be able to win again. I apologize. We have to give chance to others. All right, so we're gonna have to pick another name. Thank you anyway for Mark Anthony, and you already won earlier, so pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Alexis says it's rigged. Trust me, man, it's not. Okay, I'm doing Facebook Picker, so I have no say in this. It's Facebook Picker's algorithm, and sometimes this happens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is another name which came up earlier. Amor.
Is it?
Yeah, it's yeah. Let's.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Allegria. Yeah.
We have to do it again.
Okay.
All right. So 2 names have already come up earlier again. There are 44 unique comments, so we should be getting some more names here.
I wonder if it's because there's like a timeline or something, maybe.
I'm not sure, but everybody's typing in exclamation point notify 12 already. So we're this is the third name which came up earlier already. James also already won. So let's try another one. Yeah, Picker and Nightbot seems to have favorite names. Okay, this is a new one
Mm.
here. Go ahead. You can read
Okay.
this one once it comes up.
And here we go. Okay, so Emorhe Taseis Atsituab. Atsituab.
This is this is a trend that people do. This is actually I'm sure this guy he put his name backwards. So this is probably Bautista.
Mm.
Yeah, that's probably E or Bautista anyway there. Anyway. Well, Emorhe, if that's what you want us to call you. What is your IGN? Congratulations. You won. And his IGN is Jeromex. Did you get that, Dwayne?
I do see it, yeah.
I'm listing it for you as well, so in case you need to.
Thank you, yeah.
All right, there we go. Emorhe.
I'm sending it right now. There you go.
Emorhe, please let us know if you've done it, and please say thank you to Dwayne. That's from him, right? All right, let's go ahead pick the third name. Wow, look at this. Dwayne just gave us 10 Chaos Legion facts, man. I mean, how many do you give away on your stream? Come on, be honest.
Oh, this is a special occasion.
There you go, guys. Wolfpack.
Yeah.
I call my viewers the Wolfpack. Wolfpack, Wolffam, right? Dwayne just gave away 10 Chaos Legion facts for you guys. I hope you feel special. Yep, Jeremex, we're already sending that. Anthony or Castillo, thank you so much for sending 100 stars. All the best to both of you. Keep doing what you're doing for the community. Awu awu, shout out to the Wolf Clan. Thank you so much. He never
Nice.
fails to provide us stars. He's one of our supporters. Thank you so much, man. All right, let's read off the third name, the third winner. The third winner is... Oh, it's a new name. Go ahead. Once it comes up, Dwayne.
Okay. Kirby Visitacion.
I love it. He does it quite well, right? I mean, you know, of course, there's still that twang which you Americans have, but he did do it right. Sir, I'm afraid I didn't receive mine. James. Okay, yeah, James. James, you did not receive yours?
Hey, come on, come on!
He was the guy that you said we did earlier, but
No,
I didn't remember.
He won on my end, the five pack. So I know I sent it. I mean, I sent it live. So anyway, let's just talk later, Vince. Don't worry. If you haven't received it, I'll get you one. Don't worry about it. I know you. You're not gonna scam me. So if you didn't get it, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe somebody got it for free, but I'll send you one. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's go. What was the name? See, Kirby. Kirby Visitacion. Kirby.
Yeah.
What's your IGN? You better send it. The only way that you're not gonna get this pack is I'm gonna be counting down if you don't put in your IGN, because we gotta give a chance to others, and you know we gotta respect their time. Let's go, Kirby. So, once that wheel that you're talking about, is that a YouTube thing or is that an app?
No, you can go on. So just go to Google and you search Wheel of
Wheel of
Names.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you?
And then
How do you?
And then so instead of putting, I don't put people's names in there. I'll put like common card, rare card, epic card, legendary card, gold foil, and then I'll put DEC, SPS, and then those are all then on my wheel, and when I spin it, that's the prize. And then after we establish the prize, I'll use Nightbot to figure out a winner.
Okay. Oh,
yeah. Oh, I think it's James Vincent dropped his B grade
dragon, right? I
don't see.
Right.
I don't remember that either.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I didn't recognize James Vincent, so maybe we're wrong about that. Maybe he was actually, because you said he was one of the duplicates. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. You know what I mean?
Okay. Are you okay with giving him your pack?
Yep, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna send one to. Yep, right now.
Mr. Berge the Dragon, you're the winner.
I don't remember that either.
Oh yeah, because it was Vince Magallanes. Vince Magallanes was my winner earlier.
But we still haven't seen
James Vicente is somebody different, yeah.
Visitacion or whatever it was.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen.
No, there he is. Oh no, it's not. Kirby, I'm gonna count down 5 seconds. If you're not here, then we're probably gonna give this away.
I don't see
Yeah,
it. Hey,
James Vicente
Ultimate
won on
Gaming's in
your
the house.
match, right? Ultimate Gaming, yeah, Ultimate X Gaming. He's one of my colleagues from Project Ace. He's
Yeah,
also
he's
at your
awesome.
streams, right?
Yeah, I love him.
So shout out to you, Dwayne. Dwayne says I love you too. Okay, so Renby. Oh, there you go. Kirby's IGN is Renby05.
Okay,
So
I just
technically,
wanna.
this is the fourth pack already.
Okay, I see it. RNB 05.
Thank you guys. See, the
Reading it.
community is helping, right? They're letting us know if if we've missed a person or whatever. Kirby, congratulations. We're sending you your pack right now. Dwayne is currently doing it.
Yep,
Let me
it's
know when it's
sent.
done. What's
Yep.
up, Dwayne? I love your work, bro. Thanks for the shout out, says Ultimate X Gaming. Right. So don't forget to shout me out too, Ulti, huh? You keep forgetting me. Like when you interviewed Dexter, you forgot me. Just kidding. Okay, Kirby. Kirby, hi Sir Dwayne and Sir Wolf, thank you. Okay, no problem. Ultimate, ganong gamong was up you. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, Christian. Alright, let's go with the fifth pack. You ready, Dwayne?
Yep.
There we go. Fifth pack giveaway right now. Remember, exclamation point notify 12 for you. Wow, 52 commenters now. We have 63 viewers on the line, on the stream.
Nice.
On the line. Next winner is... Okay, this guy hasn't won before.
Okay, I'm seeing it now. John Carlos Forteza.
John Carlos, congratulations. IGN, please, so we can send your pack right away. Oh, he's surprised. Oh! Ren Speedo says, shout out to the Splinterlands player of Calbayog City, Samar. We have a monthly tournament here. And shout out to the organizers of Level Up Live and Mango Mayhem. Oh, yes, I know that. You know, Dwayne, there in Samar, they do have a place, that Mango Mayhem. They have this place where I don't know if it's a lounge, is it a restaurant, where they have this big screen and Splinterlands players can hang out and lounge there, and they have tournaments. It's a Filipino
Cool.
thing. Pretty cool. All right, John Carlos.
I sent it back to Wampus Gaming.
That's it.
Wampus-Gaming. Yep.
There you go. Thank you very much, John Carlos. Please keep following Wolfstand so that you can win packs like these. All right, next up, I never thought I would be given the pack by Sir Dwayne, the one I always watch opening so much packs. Thank you again, Sir Dwayne and Sir Wolf, for letting me participate. What about me? I'm talking to Dwayne Cunningham right now, right? I'm super starstruck even while I'm talking to him. Mango Estate and Lounge, that's what Ren says. Okay, Mango Estate. I keep looking at your posts, man. Very good. Whatever you guys are doing there, you're super awesome. I wish I can collaborate with you guys. There's a lot of managers here which give some opportunities to farmers, actually, which I like that. Thank you very much for doing that for the community. All right, Sir Wolf, anong page ni Sir Dwayne? Look at my pinned comment. Nandun yung page ni Dwayne. That's where he put his link, his YouTube link. Sir Dwayne, you know Masasin? What's Masasin?
Yes, I do.
Oh, who's that?
Assassin is an old friend of mine from Splinterlands. He goes by Little Dog now, but it was his name originally. Good friend of mine.
Ooh, okay. So how do you know him, bro? I mean, not
So
Dwayne, the other guy. How does he
Oh,
know
good question.
How do you know him?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Thanks again, Dwayne. Mango Mayhem is going to Manila, and he will meet with Ace Slim, one of the founders of Splinterlands PH. Oh yeah, and he's the leader of Project Ace. So we can hook
Cool.
up. We can hook up, Renz. Let me know, so we can do something. He is your guild leader. Okay. Oh,
yeah, awesome.
Assassin is his guild leader.
Exactly. Yeah, Little Dogs.
Next interview for Clove 70. Okay, I'm not sure if I don't know. Maybe we'll see if we can get Clove in. She's kind of also a big name, but she's in a different platform, and she's super duper busy as well. We'll see. We'll see if we can. Have you ever talked to Clove ever? I mean, in any kind of way?
I was in Immortal Gods for a while, but no, I never really spoke to her. I mean, she was kind enough to do some very generous donations on my high posts, but no, I never really spoke to her.
All right. Well, let's see if a miracle will happen. We can get her, and of course, the ultimate thing is we can get aggroed here.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe. Let's try. Bro Wolf, I think it's better if you collab also with Level Up Live. Let me know. Let me know, Renz. Let's talk about that off stream. We're still going to give away packs. We have 5 more to give away. So we got derailed a little bit. Let's go and pick a new winner right now. Plugging in my YouTube channel for reaching my first 100 subs. I'll be giving away an epic or gold foil card later, and I'll post it live on my page to record it. Oh yes, that's Black Rose Yukina. Thank you very much, Black Rose. Please visit his page as well. We're always up to support our fellow local streamers and international streamers too, of course. The next winner. Oh, this is one of the roses among the thorns as well. Dwayne, can you see it?
Madonita Besa.
Right. So I'm sure that's Maria. Normally when you have a Ma in the front of the name, it's probably Maria. So
Is Catholicism very common in
we
the
are
Philippines?
a Roman Catholic country here. So
Okay.
yeah. I'm
Okay, so you had
Catholic
Maria,
myself.
right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. And she already provided her in-game name, Xylea Elise. Okay. Did you
Okay,
get it?
I see. It's a beautiful name.
It
If
is,
that's,
it is.
I like the way it sounds.
Almost
Okay.
as beautiful as Lumina. That's really awesome. My daughter's name is Cosette, so her nickname is Cozy. We call her Cozy.
I like that. I like
And
that.
my son's name is Jace Canaan. Canaan for, of course, Canaan in the Bible. But Jace is for Magic the Gathering. He's one of the planeswalkers, so I got hit two birds with one stone there.
Nice.
All right, we'll pick the 7th winner right now. And we're getting the comments. 54 unique comments from the 60 viewers. Again, guys, if you're new here, my name is Damian Wolf. You're tuned into Wolf's Den, and we are interviewing Dwayne Cunningham. He's here with me right now, and we're giving away packs. So generous, so smart, so knowledgeable. Here we go. Oh, I know this guy. Go ahead, Dwayne, if you can read it when it comes up.
Okay. Conrad Novicio.
Conrad, congratulations. Shout out to Sir Wolf and Sir Dwayne. Thank you very much, Maria Bonita Besa. Again, guys, if you were going to open the packs, please post it. All right, post whatever you got inside. Post it on the Splinterlands PH, tag my page, or you can post it on my page so that we know what you get. Okay, Conrad, that's his name, Conrad17. That's his IGN.
Yep. Send to him right now.
Cool. All right, picking the 8th name right now, the 8th winner. So don't worry if you've not won yet. We still have a few more to give away. Napili din. Thanks, Sir Dwayne and Sir Wolf. Of course, you're very welcome. Please continue following Wolf's Den so that you can get to experience things like this. We got Marcus Koenig here. Huge shout out to you, sir. Your new name in my stream. I want to greet you hi and thanks for dropping by. All right, 56 commenters now. And we're picking the 8th name. Here we go. We have
Harold Vermill.
Harold Vermill. Congratulations. What is your IGN? It's pretty surprising. We reach around 59, 60 viewers right now. This is not my normal time stream, and actually people are at work. Dwayne, so they're watching us while they're at work right now.
That's awesome.
That's so super cool. Send the packs to Ultimate decks. You're a whale, Ulti, so we're not gonna send you anything, man. You should be sending us. He's a super whale. All right, Sun Eater. Harold Vermill says, oh, that's his name, Sun Eater. Pretty cool.
Did you Sun Eater? Is that?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
That's
Okay.
his name.
Sun
I saw it.
Eater.
Sun Eater.
SUN Eater.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
On packs.
There you go. What time is it now in your place, Sir Dwayne? Says Conrad.
10:15. Getting. I'm more of I usually am going until about 11 p.m. making content anyways, so this is kind of normal for me. But usually I'm, editing by this point. But that's fine. It's nice to hang out.
Nice. And if you've recorded this anyway, of course, feel free to post it up. You're going to do a content on your page. Just make sure to tag me or whatever so I know about it.
Of course, yeah.
All right, here we go. Massassin always posts your YouTube videos in One Dog's Discord. I guess that's the guild name.
Little dogs. Little dogs.
Oh, sorry, Little Dogs. Sorry about that, guys. And shout out to my guild stray. Hi there, guys. All right. I got my first legendary airdrop, the Carnage Titan. Oh yeah, there was a question about that. While I'm picking the name, Dwayne, do you have anything to say about the new airdrop?
Yeah, I just did a video like yesterday about the Carnage Titan. I think it was called like Carnage Titan, my recent thoughts or something, and it's about an 8-minute video. You guys should check it out. I definitely like that card, but in the video we describe not just why do I like it, but why I like it. How does it compare to other cards? Is it better or worse than some of my favorites that are currently out there? What's a reasonable price for it, and all that kind of stuff. So check it out.
All right, please do, please do. And again, Dwayne's YouTube channel is linked. It's pinned in my comment below. Okay, we're getting some past winners again, so I'm just picking more winners.
Okay.
Harold was already picked earlier, so is Amor. This is the 9th pack. I usually pair it with Grund. Oh my god, that's 4 attacks. Okay, so we're getting some past winners. Come on,
That would be
Facebook
nasty.
picker. There's a lot more people out there other than those names. Go ahead and pick some new ones. Harold says he received this pack. Please say thank you to Dwayne. That's from him. Okay, here's a new name. Go ahead, Dwayne, if you can read it after it comes up.
Okay. Erwin Estevez.
Saan pa kayo, guys, no? May nagamit ko si Dwayne pang basa ng mga pangalan niyo. Erwin Estevez, what is your IGN? My IG name is Vacher, says Marcus. Marcus, you need to type in exclamation point notify 12 so that you can be part of this raffle. All right, Erwin, there's this IGN
Win hyphen 45.
Yeah,
Got
there
you.
we go.
Win 45. Send.
Okay, guys, please, when you open your packs, if you open your packs, please post it on my page or post and tag my page as well. All right. So here we go. Win 45, and I think that was the 9th pack, if I'm correct.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, this is the last one, guys. This is the last pack. So type in the last chance exclamation point notify 12 in honor of our special guest Dwayne Cunningham. The last pack, guys. Hopefully you get it. Here we go. Facebook picker, come on, pick another name. Here we go. Gonna open my pack after the stream. Okay, cool, man. No problem. And the 10th pack, virtual drum roll, which I don't have. It's gonna come up now to you, Dwayne.
Okay. John Martin Paredes.
There you go.
Paredes.
John Martin Paredes, congratulations. What is your IGN so we can send over the 10th pack? Right, I'm sorry guys to those who haven't won anything. Don't worry, you know that I always give away stuff during my streams, so please do. John Martin Paredes, you don't have badges, so please, okay, we're gonna give this pack to you, but please make sure you you follow my page and you share the stream. Didn't expect it? Well, expect the unexpected, especially when we have Dwayne. So Dwayne, did you get his IGN?
JM Par DS3.
JM Pards 3, yeah. PARDS 3.
Got it.
All right, congratulations to all the winners. All right, I appreciate that. Vacher, I'm sorry you didn't win and you're posting your IGN, but don't worry, I'll send you something. Okay, it's not a pack, but I'll send you something just because you're a new international viewer here. So we'll send you something. Okay, we'll surely follow you from now on, says John Martin Paredes. Who are you talking about, me or Dwayne? You better follow us both, man. All right, and dude, we've just given away 15 packs. I've given away a gold foil card. We've talked to Dwayne. We've seen his we've seen his analysis. Although we already know some of it since he's talked about it on his videos. But he's hung out with us, the Filipino community. So I hope you feel special, guys. Right now, Dwayne, do you have any parting words? Do you have anything you'd like to tell the Filipino community? Or, well, anything you'd like to say before we end the stream?
I guess just thank you very much for inviting me on, Wolf. It was nice to chat with you and get to know you a little bit better. And I just love this game and I love this community. And it's really fun to see the passion here. And the questions were pouring in, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it, and we appreciate you, man. I really do. I didn't think you'd answer my comment. I mean, my DM when you when I posted it, and I gather you are pretty busy. But hopefully, this is not the last time we talk, man. If there's any collabs that you'd like me to be part of as well, I owe you one. So if as long as it's the schedule fits, then you got me, man. Okay, I do owe you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Alright,
it.
guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Probably not gonna be streamed later since we already streamed today. We already had Dwayne Cunningham here. Do let us know if there's somebody else you'd like us to interview as well with a Wolf interview series. I'm gonna be leaving you with another streamer. So please type in hashtag #WolfsDenRaid because we'll be raiding another person.
Cool.
And yeah, that's what we do. I try to, revolve the viewers around so we can help other people in the community. Hopefully, it's another Splinterlands player, but there's nobody around normally at this time. But let's see who we have on from my list. Again, guys, when we're on the other stream, type in hashtag #WolfsDenRaid so we know if you are already. So that we can expose the stream to other viewers as well, other streamers. Okay, I don't see anybody I know, so we're gonna have to pick a random stream here. So again, thank you very much to Dwayne. Let's talk offline, just for a little bit of a briefing. And to the others, please do follow his YouTube channel and my game page. I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned to Wolf's Den. I appreciate it. Good afternoon. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Pakina mo, naka-flicker ka na.
That's where it was. Okay.